Hello, and welcome to Some Climbing News, the show where I talk about people climbing rocks. We all act like it's important for some reason. This week, we've got Janja Garnbret climbing hard sport in Slovenia, Magnus Midtbo's chalk getting out of hand, no pun intended, Natalia Grossman with a huge injury, and so much more. So sit back, chill the hell out, try not to think about the fact that I have the flu and feel like crap, and also that I'm traveling, because yay me. Maybe like and subscribe if you're liking these weekly updates. Let's get into it. At first, let's start with last week's hard send as Noah Wheeler gets the first repeat of Shaolin V17/9A. Now, if you don't know, this is Noah's second V17/9A, with his first being Return of the Sleepwalker, which he did back in January. Noah's just one of those dudes that have seemingly come out of nowhere, honestly. Like 2 years ago, he hadn't done anything particularly noteworthy at all, but now, dude's looking crazy strong. Noah's Pyramid, 26 8B plus / V14 boulders, 5 8C / V15 boulders, 2 8C plus / V16 boulders, and now 2 9As. That's, it's not half bad. As far as Shaolin goes, Noah says he took 7 days in January and then another 7 in late February / early March to complete the line, which he also broke down as follows. He says a difficult 8B into a single move 8A plus / 8B into a one move 8A / 8A plus, which basically means this thing's soft. At least that's what Noah says. Don't come at me. I'm just a messenger. Though, I mean, okay, look. Shaolin is an awesome looking boulder and all that, but can we all agree it just looks easier than other 9As? Like, yeah, they're big jumps or whatever, and I'm sure everything on that rock is absolutely heinous, but like, you cannot convince me that this doesn't look like a jug, right? No? Just me? Shit. Oh well. Noah is apparently looking at possibly getting on Megatron next, and I've heard a little some here and there that he's looking really solid on the Defying Gravity sit start. No one mourns the wicked, which, by the way, that's a Wicked song, right? Like, so is that kind of like a reference to Nathaniel Coleman flying around like Elphaba? Or is it just that it's a wicked hard move and hardy har har, we love puns? Or is Nathaniel Coleman just a big fan of musical theater? There's anything wrong with that. Or am I going on a ridiculous tangent, overthinking something that no one gives a shit about? I'm sorry, dude. I think I'm getting pretty delirious. Moving on. And then Laura Rogora is out here just dicking 9As left and right. She just ticked Tremu Polace in Arco, Italy, which puts her 9A / 514 D count at 10 in the last 6 months. So, chillin'. I too find things below my limit to feel easy. Though, of course, my limit and Laura's limit are totally different, but that's neither here nor there, nor anywhere. You get the point. Apparently, Laura gave this thing a few goes back in January when she thought conditions were too cold, which just fucking bring some tea, dude. Like, what are you doing? What do you mean too cold? It's just soft. Why am I giving someone shit for this? What am I even doing with my life? I'm literally in a fucking basement right now. I retract the bit about the tea and her being soft for not trying stuff in the cold. She's Italian. So Laura heads back to Arco, and in what seems to be just 3 sessions, figures out the moves and sends first go. Session 3. Neat. Is there more to say about this? Probably not. Great job to Laura. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Goddamn, she's crazy strong. Of course, links are in the description to absolutely everything. Let me know your thoughts on how she's doing. It seems like she's, gearing up for one of the best seasons of all time. So, can't wait to see what's next. Next, Stefano Ghisolfi repeats Sleeping Lion 9B, because of course he did. I just kind of have to do this sarcastically, because at a certain point, none of this shit is really surprising anymore. Stefano does a hard thing, and I'm supposed to sit here all wide-eyed doing the Home Alone face, because I'm, impressed? I'm not impressed. I'm a little bit impressed. I'm just in a bad mood because I feel like shit. Apparently, 11 total days for Stefano to send this thing after having done the full journey 9B just 3 weeks ago. This end means Stefano's got 14 total routes of 9B and above under his belt, which for any Americans out there, 9B and 515B convert to each other. Just think B equals B. It's honestly super convenient that it happens like that. But yeah, for any big Stefano fans out there, it looks like his goal is to send another 2 more 9Bs in 2 different cracks during the trip he's on. And he set his eyes on both Neandertal in Santa Linea and Fight or Flight in Oliana. So best of luck to Stefano. We'll, of course, keep you all updated on whether he sends those climbs and on his YouTube page, because one of the coolest parts about Stefano being Stefano Ghisolfi is that he loves the YouTube thing. Always nice to follow someone's journey. But yeah, links to everything, as always, down below. And let me know, do you think he's going to be able to do both 9Bs that quickly? Gonna be interesting. And speaking of YouTubers, Adam Ondra's dropped footage of his send of Sudan Sol 9A/V17. 2 notable things from the video, or maybe 3. The first is the boulder breakdown at the beginning. Go check it out if you haven't. It's pretty cool. Though honestly, this feels like the 3rd or 4th time I see someone spelling out their beta to an audience while they're trying to climb in like a super dramatic way. Nathaniel Coleman's No One Mourns the Wicked is a prominent example. It's cool, but God, I hope it doesn't become the new norm. I can see that getting tiring. Very, very, very tiring. But of course, that's just me, and actually would love to know your thoughts on that. Are you into it? Are you not? Like, do you think it's just gonna be a crappy trope, kind of like how every single Mellow video more or less looks the same? They're cool, but yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Second thing of note, Adam makes sounds, great sounds, the best sounds. I won't spoil them, but you think I'm unhinged? Listening to that dude just shred through octaves and fucking musical scales like a Jimi Hendrix guitar is just another level. Like, guys, sex is cool, but Adam Ondra screaming is the shit. Come to think of it, actually, something a select few have actually experienced both of at the same time. So this is getting kind of weird. It's the underpants AB plus flash. I can't get that out of my head for some reason. It changed me. Someone please send help. But anyways, extremely weird segment aside, the more notable thing about the video is that Adam admits near the end that bouldering is actually pretty cool. So the big win for bouldering, probably the best thing to happen to bouldering since Ron Kauk did the FA of Midnight Lightning. And honestly, here's to hoping Adam will actually take this shit seriously enough to want to do an 8C flash, or maybe to repeat a few other 9As. Alphane? Probably. It's just kind of funny that, like, you know, the one dude who's most primed to do 8C flash for the first time is the dude who doesn't give a shit about bouldering at all. Anyways, who do you think is more likely to get the first 8C flash? Is it Adam? I mean, he just did 2 8B plus flashes like back to back. So if there's anyone who's primed for it, it'd probably be him. But I'd love to know your thoughts. Let me know in the comments below. And next, we have Giuliano Cameroni back in the news as his 12-session project, the now named Curveball, has been sent and graded 8C plus /V16. Curveball indeed. This would be Giuliano's 5th send of the grade. A problem he noted on Instagram was extremely techy and kind of hard to grade accurately. Maybe that's the curveball. I don't know. It seems what makes this one particularly tough is that the hardest move on the boulder is the last one, meaning getting to the move with any amount of chalk on your hands for those friction-dependent holds is pretty fucking difficult. Is that the curveball? I need to stop doing that. As far as Giuliano, it's good to see him getting back into the game, though I was actually surprised to find out his pyramid isn't as stacked as I thought. That's the curveball. I fucking knew it was something. I don't know why, but I just assumed the guy had climbed more 8C pluses, or at the very least had done Alphane, but I guess not. Maybe it's just because he's such a big part of the Mellow crew or something. I I don't know. But hey, 5 8C plus boulders is not an insignificant amount. So well done, Jewel. Keep crushing hard stuff in Valbavona for us to see. Do you think he has what it takes to do 9A? What would be his first 9A? Probably Alphane? I don't know. Do you guys know if he has good endurance? Because I'm not super duper sure. He's still recovering from his knee injury, so we're probably going to have to wait a little bit for that. But looking forward to see what happens. And then we have Janja Garnbret in the news for her send of Za Staro Kolo in Mishapech, an 8C plus route, which means 514C for all you Americans in the audience, which Adam Ondra apparently also believes is quite hard for the grade. Now, to be incredibly honest, Janja sending 8C plus isn't exactly a crazy headline. I mean, she's so friggin' strong, this sort of thing is practically routine. The reason I'm putting this in here is because, well, to be honest, it helps my video because, you know, algorithm, people love her, but mostly because what in the fuck kind of belaying technique is this shit? Seriously, I know, some people are gonna think this is an overreaction, but also there's that whole story about the girl from Saudi Arabia who nearly died when she was friggin' dropped by her coach that I haven't covered, and which I'm realizing now is kind of a great moment to do so. So just give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, so Sarah Al-Kinaibet is a professional climber for the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and a few months back she had a horrible accident in France where during a test fall warm-up in practice, her belayer basically took stupid pills and didn't even come close to doing his job. There's an entire breakdown that Hard is Easy made on YouTube. I'm linking it right here for anyone that wants to watch. It's just, it's really, really bad belay technique, man. It's wild. Anyways, this girl fell 13 meters past the mats, broke her legs, broke her spine, essentially had to learn to walk again, and will require who knows how many more surgeries before she's ever even able to go back to climbing. And I don't know about you, but I'd rather not see that shit happen to anyone else. So to Janja's coach, I mean, dude, get your shit together, man. It's human nature to become complacent with these things. It's the sort of thing that most causes accidents, as far as I can tell. We get so used to doing something that it becomes routine, and we no longer remember the true dangers of what we're doing. Like, anyone remember the first time they got in a freaking car? Shit's scary. You're on a big ass machine that moves very fast, and I love driving. I consider myself pretty damn good at it, but after so many years of doing it, it's like you've forgotten what you're dealing with. That one small fuck up can literally cost you or someone else's life. And look, gree-grees are cool, but like, you know, they're not fucking bulletproof, as we've seen and can see from Sarah's whole experience. So, dude, get your shit together. But hey, that's just me, and of course, I'd love to know your thoughts on this and Sarah's accident. Do you think Janja's coach needs coaching himself? Are people overreacting? Let me know in the comments below. And then we have Natalia Grossman in the news for not the greatest reason ever, actually a pretty shitty reason, to be honest, but it seems she was in a little bit of a training accident and has really fucked up her knee. Essentially, as Natalia reports on Instagram, a torn ACL and meniscus and a slight MCL sprain, which, like, you know, I hate how often you hear the word ACL and torn next to each other. Those two are just, it's always bad news bears to hear them like that. I don't have much information about how she injured herself. I do, however, know that this happened while at Kletterzentrum Innsbruck, which, if that sounds somewhat familiar to you, is that huge ass gym in Austria where all the pros go train. Natalia apparently will be having surgery in the coming days, and I will, of course, keep you guys updated on her situation as it unfolds. She has a huge smile on her face, which is not at all surprising given who we're talking about, and she's staying positive, which, you know, maybe I can do that too. No, I can't. Fuck that. There's no fucking way. She's too happy. I can't even, like, no. All the best to Natalia for a super speedy recovery. Of course, hoping she gets out of this bullshit as soon as possible and that she can get back to her previous level without too many hiccups. Probably won't be seeing much climbing from her for the next 6 to 8 months. So, I mean, it's just sucky stuff all around, and I'd love to know your thoughts on her whole situation. Do you know anybody who's suffered an injury like this? I'd love to know what you think. And finally, let's talk about Rugby, because it's been brought to my attention that Magnus is out there selling this bullshit. Now look, I'm a consumer, okay? My chalk bag's full of Friction Labs, and I know 100% magnesium is 100% magnesium, and I'm being fucked by that red donkey with the boxing gloves that keeps looking me in the eyes saying bang bang. I know, but you know what? It's soft, it's gentle, and it keeps things incredibly dry. You think this double entendre is falling apart? It's not. So strap in or on or whatever. Look, the point is, we all get fucked financially by Friction Labs, and we're okay with it because it's not that much more expensive than Black Diamond White Gold, only about 5 cents per gram more. And they were the first ones to make chalk super duper crazy silky, which, you know what? That means something in my book. And when Magnus became Mr. YouTube and he leaned into the whole Magnus eats chalk meme and brought out his own dusty bullshit, we were all a little weirded out, but kind of okay with it because it was only a little more expensive than the most well-known expensive one. And we figured, hey, all the other influencers out there are gonna at least get paid to tell us that it's the best chalk ever, and the Gumbies will believe them, but honestly, who cares? It's just, you know, it's the circle of life. But now this is a step too damn far. $107 fucking dollars for 75 grams is the most ridiculous shit I've ever heard. Listen, Friction Labs costs 9 cents per gram. Mag Dust costs 10 cents per gram. White Gold costs 5 cents per gram, but Maglock costs a goddamn $1.50 per gram for chalk. Fucking chalk. What are we doing? What am I doing? I'm a YouTuber. I should be telling you fuckers to buy this shit, not the opposite. God damn it. I'm really shooting my future self in the foot financially with this segment, but holy fuck is this ridiculous. Jesus Christ. And the copy, my God. You know we wouldn't steer you wrong. Yeah, I'm sure you wouldn't. Like liquid chalk, but in powder form. Let me read that again. Liquid chalk in powder form. I mean, what does that even mean? What is happening? I mean, look, I knew with climbing becoming more and more popular, you start getting the regular old fitness industry snake oil crap you see in like CrossFit gyms and the like, but I never thought it'd be one of our own guys shilling like this. What's next? The Ondra tendon supplement? Not collagen, but androgen? You want to buy androgen? It's fucking $200 a bottle. Comes in a little pill form. Fuck you. And your wallet. You need something that dries your skin that badly? Rhino tip juice. There, I just saved you fucking $80. This shit's shameful. Honestly, just absolutely shameful. Fuck you, Magnus, for making me do this. Fuck you for putting me in this position. If I get a Rugby sponsorship for this show, it's gonna be a goddamn miracle. I'm pretty sure I have a fever and I'm being delirious right now, but like I can't even make money off YouTube yet. My goddamn pockets are already crying. God damn it, what have I done? Jesus Christ, this is gonna go really, really great or really, really bad. Fuck. But yeah, there you go. Stop being about news at the end there a little bit, but I just had to say something. Anyways, I'm upset. I'm feeling sick. I have no outro. Subscribe if you like this stuff. It helps my channel, and after this little tantrum, I'm definitely gonna get a big old financial spanking from Daddy Midtbo, so I'm gonna need it, probably. Comment, like, tell your friends, whatever. See you next week, probably. Happy climbing.